Hello to everyone interested. When all these pieces come together, the truth is revealed. Many years ago, a man drew a painting unlike any other, filled with secrets. Back then, it was just a painting, but today it is much more than that. Mona Lisa. Who is this Mona Lisa? In which era did she live? What was hidden beneath her mysterious smile? We'll get to that, but could it be that the Mona Lisa is overrated? Some people look at the painting and say, it's just a woman. Others believe it's not simply a portrait, but true art. Because Mona Lisa is a painting moved between different studios, thought through with incredible detail, completed in 16 years using the golden ratio, and stolen twice in 500 years, once even damaged with acid. These features make it unique, and that's not the only thing that makes it special. The woman who modeled for it, Mona Lisa. This painting was the greatest summary of Leonardo's artistic skill. Da Vinci, who painted fewer than 20 works in his lifetime, is said to have hidden secrets here, just as in The Last Supper. What makes us think this way? The ciphers and codes in his notebooks and studies. Leonardo wrote backwards to prevent theft and make reading difficult. He also scrambled some of his most important notes, arranging them so only he would know how to piece them together. This was his simple way of encryption. Looking at all this, you might call him paranoid, but perhaps he had no choice. Pascal Cotte wanted to dive deep into the Mona Lisa, recreating it in a scanning environment down to the smallest detail, capturing 240 million pixels of resolution and recording 13 different light wavelengths. This revealed 4 distinct layers of the painting with modern technology. Preparatory sketches with infrared reflectography at the top right, the thin paint layers and traces of the canvas with X-radiography at the bottom left, successive paint layers and mistakes during the drawing with ultraviolet fluorescence at the bottom right, and the final version, the one we see today, at the top left. You can check these out at the link I'll provide at the end of the video. But during these examinations, some intriguing details were discovered. Now it's time to uncover the secrets hidden within the details. Researcher Stevenson and his team created an ultra-high-resolution copy of the painting and studied it for days. Then one day, they noticed something beneath the bridge on the right side. When sharpened, it appeared to be a number, 7 and 2. Continuing their study, they zoomed into Mona Lisa's eyes. They spotted faint lines. Looking closer, they discovered a clear letter L in her right eye and an S in her left eye. L, S, and the number 72. To uncover their meaning, they investigated whether the landscape behind Mona Lisa was real. They found a small town called Bobbio. It is known that Leonardo visited here. From the medieval castle in the town, the view strongly resembles the painting's background, the winding river, the tall hills, and the stone bridge to the right. The bridge may appear different in the painting because Leonardo drew it horizontally for clarity. At least that's the interpretation when we try to see through his eyes. As the mystery deepened, records revealed that in 1472, a flood severely damaged the bridge's main arch, and it was rebuilt. This detail gave meaning to the number 72. It aligned perfectly with Leonardo's time. Did Leonardo deliberately include this number, or was it just a coincidence? We may never know, but one thing is certain. Everything Leonardo added had meaning. So what about the L and S in her eyes? L could stand for Leonardo, but S? To answer that, we need to look into Leonardo's life. During part of his life, he took in a poor boy of about 10 years old, named Gian Giacomo Caprotti. Because of his mischief and bad behavior as he grew, Leonardo gave him the nickname Salai, meaning little devil. To many, Salai was Leonardo's muse, apprentice, lover, perhaps all three. Leonardo depicted him in several works. Could they have been in a relationship? For example, in this portrait of Salai. Its purpose is unclear, but when compared with the Mona Lisa, the nose, chin, facial features and smile are strikingly similar. Could this be a coincidence? Why would Leonardo paint someone named Mona Lisa, a person whose name and family are uncertain, instead of someone familiar? The answer seems closer than we think. The secret is this. Leonardo may not have valued his apprentice much at first, but over time they grew close and later became lovers. This truth, if exposed, would have cost them their lives. Because at the time, homosexual relationships were punishable by death. Leonardo and Salai had to keep their bond secret forever. But perhaps Salai wanted to be remembered, to be shown as Leonardo's one and only. Or maybe Leonardo himself wanted this. The only way was to immortalize him under another name and face. So he painted Salai disguised with perfection. The resemblance had to be there, but not recognizable. He made subtle changes and worked for 16 years across many studios, refining the painting until it was flawless. It could not be named Salai. Too many knew the nickname. Instead, he encrypted it as Mon Salai, my little devil, transforming it into Mona Lisa. The S in her eye then makes sense. This may sound like a conspiracy theory, but when the pieces fit together, the truth seems to point here. And these are not the only secrets thought to be hidden in the painting. In my previous video on the secrets of the Last Supper, I mentioned Leonardo's use of mirroring to hide messages. Some of you pointed out things I hadn't shown. For example, when the bread and hands in the Last Supper are matched with musical notes, they form a melody that still hasn't been solved. Others pointed out the hand gesture resembling the Illuminati symbol. But the Illuminati was founded in the 18th century. Leonardo lived in the 15th. The one-eye symbol, however, predates that, representing the Antichrist, as mentioned since the Torah. Some say Leonardo was irreligious, even satanic, so perhaps this was deliberate. If we flip and mirror the Mona Lisa, it gains a three-dimensional form, her gaze following us. If mirrored from the side, it resembles a cloaked figure with authority. But as I've said before, this isn't us imagining. It's Leonardo's doing. We're only trying to uncover what he may have hidden. Mona Lisa, The Last Supper, and other works remind us, these are not just paintings. With his genius, mathematics, and philosophy, Leonardo da Vinci always pursued perfection and proved himself a true genius. Whether these are hidden secrets or our imagination, studying them reminds us to push the boundaries of our own thinking. Who knows? Perhaps more secrets will one day be revealed. When you look at the Mona Lisa, what do you see? If you'd like more videos like this, show me by liking the video and subscribing to my channel.